Yo, you know what though? Speaking of Breaking Bad,
Greatest show in the world.
Make TV shows great again.
Yeah, please.
Where's the good TV shows, man?
I'll tell you, Chris.
I feel like... Don't say Penguin.
Don't say what?
Penguin. Don't do it.
No. There's a new show that Damon Wayans came out with, Papa's House. And your twin is on there, Damon Wayans Jr.
Oh, you're gonna make me mad because that's not the kind of shows I'm talking about.
Oh, okay,
I'm not talking about comedy. Comedy shows are doing well. We got shows like Abbott Elementary.
Oh, it's great. You haven't watched it. I don't want to hear you talk nothing about it. Season 4 is awesome.
No, but I gotta catch up. But like, that's what I mean. I haven't been able to catch up on my shows. But that's a show I put you on to. Like, that's a good comedy show.
Great show. One of my favorites.
I need a good show about drugs. You know what I'm saying? We had Breaking Bad. We had
Bro,
why am I forgetting the name of it?
Where is this coming from? Why it gotta be about drugs?
Because we haven't had a good drug show in a minute, man.
No, isn't there one on Netflix with the lady from the Spanish lady, Sofia Vergara, whatever her name is?
Man, that's not even a real TV. That's like a one and done though.
No, I think they came out with a season 2.
Where she's playing, what's her name?
She's like a drug lord from Mexico or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
I haven't watched it, but I heard it was great.
Nah. It's not that great because it would be up there, right?
What about the show Bear? I keep hearing great things about that show. I haven't watched it.
I mean, that's a good show, but it's not about drugs.
Oh, this guy wants drugs. You haven't watched Batman? You haven't watched Penguin? That's drugs.
I told you, nah. Penguin don't count. That's a comic book stuff, whatever.
Yo, it's a good show. You're missing out.
You know what show is really good that I feel like you never watched? I'm forgetting the name of it.
Penguin's a great show. I'm telling you. Watch it now. He's going to win. I'm telling you. For a drama series, limited drama series, he's going to win.
Snowfall was the last show about drugs to me. That was one of them.
It sounds familiar. Was that an FX show?
With Damson Idris. He's a great actor, by the way. Great show.
What about Atlanta? I always wanted to watch that.
I mean, it's not bad. It's like a comedy, dramatization comedy kind of thing. Kind of like the Little Dicky Show.
Oh, I never watched. I heard that's good too. I never watched it.
It's basically like what a comedian skit would be, but like dramatized. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or dramatized. However you say that stupid word.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's good though. It's not bad. And there's definitely some funny ass scenes in there, but I feel like not a lot of shows hit like that anymore. I wonder why. I wonder why. I feel like there hasn't been a show that like the entire world is like, yo, this is one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Well, like we had the Game of Thrones phase. I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but like you can go anywhere and people are like, yo, the Targaryens, brother, you know, type of stuff. Like, where's the shows that hit like that now? The Walking Dead was like that.
It was like that. It's not like that anymore.
The Walking Dead was so popular that there used to be a show about the show after the show.
Yeah, The Talking Dead.
Where's this TV shows like that, bro?
You know, I think The Walking Dead is probably the last show that actually broke records of like the rating. What is it called? Like viewership.
Yeah,
I think it was like the season right before Glenn died. Spoiler, because you know it ended where like Glenn was someone was gonna get hit. Nobody knew. And then when the season premiere came, it had the highest ratings since the Super Bowl.
What happened? Because it ended on like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Where you didn't know who survived, and then out of nowhere, freaking my boy Negan was like, yo.
It was one of the biggest for any TV show in history. Another one that was big, and I know you don't care for it, was the last episode of Seinfeld.
I hate Seinfeld.
I don't know why.
It's a trash show.
No, it's not. It's a classic. It is great comedy.
Nah.
Yeah, you could watch any episode on any season and you'll be caught up. With Friends, if I watch season 5, I'm like, wait, who's together here? Who's friends and who's not?
I think I just don't like Seinfeld's voice. I don't find it funny. Like, I think his voice genuinely just bothers me. Like,
I love his voice. I love his comedy. I think if there's a comedian that has the most simplest jokes, that's the funniest, it's him.
The only time his voice worked for me was on the B movie.
That was a good movie, though.
Outside of that, I hate his voice, bro.
He's worth so much money, Chris. over
Listen,
hundreds of
I'm not-
millions of dollars.
I'm not a hater. Like I'm good for that guy. I just don't like the show. I don't think the show's good.
You're
personally.
crazy. And
I'd rather
Larry
watch,
David
like-
is great too.
I'd rather watch Fresh Prince or like Martin over Seinfeld. To me, personally,
Well, I'll tell you this.
I'd rather watch Saved by the Bell, bro. than
Now
Seinfeld, bro.
you're wilding. You want to watch the college years?
I'd rather watch New Girl, bro.
New Girl's great,
It's
but you
Seinfeld.
see, this is the problem. This is the problem with TV shows, right? All right, keep it like this. Martin, Will
I
Smith,
keep hearing
Fresh
it, dude.
Prince. Those are 5 seasons. Same
Ooh.
thing with New Girl, 5 seasons, and they dropped the ball.
I'd rather that though. I'd rather them end it faster than prolong it like The Office did and ruin The Office for me. I'm just saying, even if the ending's bad, end it where you have enough of the high notes that it doesn't really take away from everything else.
And I
where,
think that's what makes Breaking Bad so good.
like The Office, right? The Office should have ended as soon as Michael Scott was like, I mean, he got too big for the show. End it. Give
Yeah.
him a good send off. End the show. But no, it was too popular. They wanted their money. They went on for way too long. I granted the finale, the last episode was phenomenal. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
come
Did
on,
you
man.
cry?
No, I didn't cry on that one.
Ooh, a little tear came out. That's what she said. Oh, it got me. It got me, Christopher.
What? All right. What's the most upset you've ever gotten on a show that you love's finale?
I think it's Seinfeld. It's probably the worst ending to a show that was so
Nope.
great. They all
I
get
got one. I
arrested.
got one for you.
It
I
just
got one for
sucked.
I got one better for you.
Which one?
How
Sopranos.
I Met Your Mother.
Oh, yes. Oh, my
That-
God. What a waste of my life.
That was the absolute worst possible ending ever.
Bro.
And the crazy part is this, though. If they ended it 10 minutes before whatever they did in that last 10 minutes, I would have been fine. Satisfaction, right? Granted, sad, the wife died.
Yeah.
But then end the show there. Hey, that's how I met your mother. This is how I want you to remember her. Yada, yada, yada. But then you're like, nah, I'm trying to get back with Aunt Robin, son. Yo, I
wanted to throw my TV off the wall. It was bull.
Oh my, that's the worst ending possible. There's
Yeah,
no way
nah.
you give us that many seasons with so many good moments.
Yeah, it's a great show.
And putting Robin and Barney together was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like they worked. And then you make them break up for no reason. And then he's like, oh yeah, that was just for me to ask for permission to like date your Aunt Robin.
It's crazy. It's crazy. No one
They
in real
ruined
life
it.
would have done that. Maybe
That's
they
the
would have, but
worst. That's to me, that's the worst ending
You're
of
right.
any TV show I've personally enjoyed.
because it was such a letdown. That's what it is. Because like I want to know the whole how it happened, how I met your mother, not how I
even
can
just
talk to
that.
someone else.
The way they introduced the mom throughout the season, where it was pretty much like, I love that. I'm like, oh, cool. Everybody's kind of getting to meet her. Everybody had their moment with her. Yada yada yada. Give us the moment with Ted, and then you're like, yeah, she's dead though, and I love you, Aunt Robin. Still, what's up? What?
You know what's good about that show? It's the story leading up to it because you know there's so many
great.
different like effects like you know that happen that leads to that moment.
The umbrella, the roommate, yo.
That's what I'm saying, Chris.
That
It's
was one of my favorite shows
Yes.
ever, and then they ruined it. They ruined
Yes.
it.
I love that
ruined it.
show, but the ending was horrible. Big
That's the
Bang
worst
Theory
one?
too, but it's not as bad. But Big Bang Theory, we're going on about our lives, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
it.
Like to me, I think New Girl did a really good job of ending it.
I didn't like the
I
ending of New
think-
Girl. It felt so rushed, man.
The best ending, Parks and Rec, bro.
Ooh, you know, you put me onto
Parks
that
and
too.
Rec.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Chris. There was you say I'm heartless. You know how many times I cried watching that show?
Bro, Parks and Rec.
Nobody knows,
It's-
bro. Parks and Rec is that show.
It's my favorite of those type of shows.
As far as like comedy,
it's
sitcom?
it's the upper echelon. It's up there. It gives you everything. It has the super funny moments.
it has heart.
And then
it's
it has
so
the
good.
heartfelt moments.
Yeah.
And then it's a continuous story for every character. It's not just one main.
They- such
and then
amazing
everybody
writing.
else kind of doesn't matter. even though the Jerry Terry ending is hilarious, but it's good. Like, yo, it's insane.
And of course, people leave the show as time goes on. I get that, but they give them a good send off. It's so good.
The fact that Chris Pratt was able to finish that show with the success that he had,
from Guardians
at the time, See, and that's what I meant. That's what The Office should have done, right? They noticed one of their main characters was about to blow up. Hold it. Chris Pratt was blowing up. Everybody else was kind of doing their own thing as well.
Yeah.
But he's too big, and he's too big of a character in the show. We got to figure out how to end this. And they fit him in the schedule enough to where, like, you gave him his proper send-off.
I think there's a difference there because Chris Pratt wasn't the main character where
Michael Scott was too big. He was
the character. Like, you watched the show for him.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Yeah. That was the problem with The Office. Office is still great. Don't get it twisted.
Office is great before Michael Scott leaves.
And now, you know, we're in our Abbott Elementary era, which is a similar show, but it's so good.
So good.
It's so good.
It's so, the writing is incredible. The comedy points for every character is so on point because they're all different, but they gel well together. Every single character, they work well together. And then you add a little sprinkle of these kids. Oh, it's hilarious.
It's awesome.
And Chris works with kids, so it's a relatable. So he may find it funnier than me. I find it hilarious.
That's how I got put onto it.
Yeah.
When I started working, I was like, yo, I'm trying to like, and then it just popped up on my Hulu, and I was like, what's this?
Yeah.
And then I saw who wrote it, and I was like, isn't that like, she was like a Vine comedian.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, hold on.
The story's great.
I watched the first like 2 episodes, and I was like, I'm in. That's it. I'm in. It's over.
And immediately winning awards. Immediately. It's so good. It's so good. One of my favorite shows I look forward to watching all the time.
What's a show that you haven't watched that you want to watch that seems popular right now?
Oh man,
I got one.
It's that Japanese one.
Yes, Shogun.
Shogun. Yes. That's the show I need to watch. It's only one season.
And it's about to win Mad Awards, apparently.
It already won awards. It won the most Emmys in history.
So what am I doing? I'm slacking. I gotta watch it.
What are we doing?
I've been talking about there's no TV shows. I'm bugging, right?
Shogun
I might have been missing out on one. What show? What network is it on?
That was FX. FX got some bangers, man.
Oh, I gotta go to my website. Got it. Yeah, that's all I needed to figure.
Yeah, but it's so successful. They want a season 2, but the writer said they only did it for one season because it was off a book. Right. And there's nothing else after the book.
Let it end. Let it end. Don't do it.
But you know, these people, they want the money.
Yeah,
these networks want money.
Book. Give them another book to make. Black Myth Wukong, bro. Come on. Freaking do something.